Alright, today is Thursday, August the 23rd, and today was an absolute awesome day. As you can see behind me, smoke's finally gone. This morning we woke up and it was a little rainy. That rain cleared up the sky, and yeah, we were a little worried because of the smoke and the particles from the forest fire. May have caused or could potentially cause respiratory problems with Zach because he's immunosuppressed. Now that worry has been alleviated. It was a good start to a pretty awesome day today. So to give you a quick back history, we had to give Zachary injections on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday throughout the weekend, as well as Monday morning before we went up to Children's for his lab work to get his blood drawn to see how well his body was producing stem cells. So they wanted to have a threshold of 10. I don't know how they measured the units, but we were told that the golden number was 10. So Monday morning, his CD34 count, which is the antigen that is your stem cells, came back a little over 1. So that means his body responded a little bit. Tuesday we go back, and we were told it responded even more. So he was at a little over 7 this time, getting closer. Wednesday we go in, we are told now his count's at 40, which is awesome because now he's ready for his stem cell harvest. Originally, the stem cell harvest was supposed to happen on Wednesday, but because his body took a little bit longer to respond than anticipated, stem cell harvest was scheduled for today. They do another lab draw prior to his stem cell harvest, and this time his count was well above 400. That made everybody happy because that means, what does that mean altogether? Well, the goal was to harvest 5 million stem cells. The higher the number for your CD34, the higher chances there are of obtaining that goal for the stem cell count. So the procedure lasted about 2.5, almost 3 hours. He did it like a champ. He stood still like you, or he sat still like he was supposed to. They did everything they needed to do. They sent the lab work off to be counted, the blood to the lab to be counted. And we were told that if he didn't hit that 5 million count, that we would have to come back this evening so he can get a platelet infusion. Then he would have to have another harvest tomorrow. We get home, got some sushi from Trapper Sushi, best sushi in Covington, or actually in the Puget Sound area, and get the call around 4:30. We're told that his stem cell count was way better than 5. It was actually closer to 24 million. So Zach does not have to take any more of this GCSF injections, and he does not have to go to the hospital for the rest of the weekend. He can actually, or he doesn't have to have any more stem cell harvest procedures done. He is finished with that part. He can now kick back for the rest of the weekend. So that's a big weight lifted off of our shoulders. So right now the plan is a couple more weeks of chemotherapy, and then we go up to Seattle Cancer Care Alliance again, like I said earlier on the previous video, to go talk to the oncologist that's going to do Zach's stem cell and the bone marrow transplant. We were told prior to that whole procedure is when the gnarly chemo comes. It's going to be really, really bad. Basically, Zach's going to be sick. He has a potential for having mouth sores. Basically, if they weren't going to be doing the bone marrow transplant, the amount of chemo they were going to give him could potentially kill a person. So I'm a little concerned about that. But I was reassured that because he'll be in the hospital, and as soon as he gets done with the 2 to 3 days of chemo that he needs, they're going to start doing the bone marrow or the stem cell reintroduction into his bloodstream, and it should take about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month at the worst, for his body to produce enough bone marrow for him to come home. Will he be out of the woodworks, or will he be out of the danger zone? No, because we were told that it's going to be another 6 to 12 months before his immune system is completely recreated, and he'll be fully healed. I know it's a lot for me to kind of process and talk about at the same time, but it's been a hard week. It's been an emotional week. It's been an emotional roller coaster, and it's really hard to kind of pay attention. I mean, it's not hard to pay attention. It's hard to process everything that you're being told. All this information in a short amount of time. It gets really confusing. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. I have to ask 2 or 3 times for stuff to be explained to me because it just goes right over my head. And But regardless, having some downtime this week, finally. So get to sleep in a little bit, finally. Finally have a weekend to ourselves. Sadly, going to be missing Slayer tomorrow. But I've got my friends who stepped up and they bought my tickets, and I hope they enjoy the show. This weekend, I don't know what I'm going to plan on. I got to get caught up on some private projects that I've been putting off for a little bit. And I may just go out and go shoot some photos now if the sky is nice and clear. I may even go out and fly my drone, get some footage. Yeah. Who knows? I just want to take it easy before I get back to the grind of having to take Zach back up to the hospital next week for all his bone marrow. Not as you were, that's all done, for his regular lab work and for his chemotherapy. So on a positive note, my teammate Charles, blue belt ultra heavy world champion today down in Las Vegas, and my coach James, ultra heavy black belt world champion once again. And I have 2 more teammates who are competing over the weekend, which I'm really excited to hear about how well they do. Since I'm not going to go to Slayer tomorrow, I'll be training tomorrow night and also on Sunday. So yeah, sorry to kind of just babble and ramble on and whatnot, but today was an awesome day. Today's a really good day. I'm looking forward to a good weekend. Zach's upstairs resting. I'm just going to go inside now and kind of feel like a cup of coffee, but it's late in the day. I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but again, today was a great day. So until next time, don't forget, GoFundMe link is in the description below. If you can, even if it's only $1, everything adds up. And if you're in the Puget Sound area, or if you're willing to travel out to the Puget Sound area, again, I'm going to put the information below for the super seminar for Zach coming up on September 15th, where all the proceeds are going to go to his Fight Cancer Fund. So until next time, be good to yourselves, take care of one another, and I will talk to you soon.